of the Learn Cardano podcast. And this is Alex over in the LATAM community. And this proposal is all around Web3 radio podcasting over there in the Latin community. And his proposal is called the Cardano Column on Web3 radio show. And Alex is here to talk all about it. Alex, you know the format. You got 5 minutes to go through your proposal, and then we've got a QA session afterwards. Take it away.
Awesome. Thanks for inviting me again, Peter, and for this amazing space. I will share my screen. Let's see if I have entire screen. And we should have. How about now?
You're good.
Do you see that? Awesome. So as you said, this is the Cardano Column plus Web3 radio show. It's a show that I created with another host from Buenos Aires, Argentina. And the idea of this proposal is to be able to host a 30-minute Cardano columns at this radio show. The radio show is aimed for the Web3 space. So we touch blockchain, AI, and metaverse. But on last year's, that's how the podcast was created, or the show was created. We had this Cardano column, and I really miss it. And I think we should have it again. But in order to do so, we need sponsorship, and that's why we are creating this idea. So we are requesting 51,372 ADA for a 6-month work of 12 bi-weekly 30-minute Cardano columns at this radio show. And basically, and I'm glad that the previous video was about language, because Spanish-speaking market is the 4th largest population group in the world, for counting with around 548 million people, and it's only second to Chinese as a native speaking language. So it is a great opportunity to address this Spanish-speaking population. Also, if we educate them, there will be less barriers for those people to enter the ecosystem, and we will have greater impact and talent joining Cardano forces. Also, I will say that there is a lot of interesting shows that we have in Cardano on last year's and this year's as well. You can see here we have people from Lace, from IO, from Metera, from Token Allies, and many other great Cardano projects that we are love to have in the radio show and continue what we're doing. Our numbers, we reach more than the 50K daily online listeners. This is a digital radio that we that are hosting us as a show, which is called Radio Trend Topic. We have aired more than 55 programs, and these are the different countries that listen to the radio in all the channels, mainly in Spanish-speaking population, but there are, as you see, many other languages as well. Hopefully, they understand what we are saying in Spanish, and we also publish the radio in YouTube and Spotify as well. And we've been covering since last year many of the biggest Cardano events, such as Rare, the UTN Hackathon in Buenos Aires, the Cardano Rio. We cover the three last funds of Project Catalyst. We have the pleasure to interview Frederick from the Cardano Foundation in the light of the Cardano Summit. We have also covered the LATAM CIP workshops, as well as the Edinburgh one, and we are also covering other non-Cardano related blockchain events, because what we want to do is also to create these bridges between the different blockchains, and also put the Cardano in the Latin American map, but also in the Spanish-speaking map, because we know that Ethereum, Bitcoin, Polkadot, Polygon are doing a great job there, and we need more Spanish content in there. So, given said that, please vote for us. We need your support in order to continue what we're doing and create more content in Spanish and reaching out more people in this amazing part of the world. Thank you.
And thank you, Alex, for all that. You're under time as well, so that's really good timing. I'll just get you to stop sharing your screen for a second. Great.
Yeah. Let me stop. There we go.
All right, brilliant. So now we start the QA session, and we'll just get a little bit deeper in the weeds here. So first off, with the budget that you're asking for, is this paying? What exactly is it paying for? Is it paying for the time of the people involved, or is it paying for hosting costs? I know from personal experience, there's a lot of costs involved, but exactly what is the money being used for?
We have several costs aside alongside these. We calculated for 4,300 barely ADA per column, and that will count for the preparation of the content, the publication of that content later on the Spotify and YouTube channels. In fact, we are going to create a specialized YouTube channel for this, so people are not blind with all the other content from the radio and other stuff, and can focus on the Cardano stuff, and of course our time for hosting the show.
Okay, so you're going to be publishing this on YouTube, Spotify. Are you publishing show notes or anything on a website? And also translations. Are you looking at translations as well?
We can enable translation. We didn't try that yet, but I think it is a good idea to because the whole show is in Spanish, but I don't see why we cannot put subtitles there and use it as addressing the English speaking community as well. Because I mean, there are great speakers there in the Spanish population that can be able to leverage that also for publicity and awareness. So yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I've been. I used to listen to or watch Maria Camo's podcast on YouTube channel, and yeah, it was all in Portuguese, and I was like, oh, how am I going to watch this? Oh, hang on, translations. There we go. Great. So yeah, I think it's really valuable, especially with some of the guests and people that you get to talk to as well. It's I think it's really important that
it was not that easy in the past, but now that we have all these AI translated services, I think it's far more easier. In fact, we are using that in the Zoom, and it's working pretty good. So I think that is a good idea to expand the audience for that. Yeah.
Okay. Now, what about continuous growth of the media, the Web3 show? Like, is there ways to find additional funding elsewhere other than Catalyst? I love what Catalyst can provide, but once you get to a point, can you grow out of Catalyst and get your own sponsors, etc.?
Yeah, the way the program works is to interview people from the field, and those people mainly or usually, I would say, work for a company or are creating their own company. So we do have the opportunity to offer them sponsorship for the program. In fact, for example, the people of Maze Protocol are sponsoring the Instagram live session that we do on the show, and that is basically the way we should be sustainable in the future. So this idea of having Catalyst as a supporter, it will be just the jump start. We are not thinking about representing other proposal if this one is funded.
All right, brilliant. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that does happen. I'm hoping for my own content as well to get past a point to keep it kind of completely sustainable as well.
Yeah.
All right, brilliant. Is there anything else that you need to share with us, links, references, or anything else that I need to put in the show notes for everyone? Or is there somewhere that we can be directed to at the moment?
Yeah, there are several links on the proposal. I put there the Spotify podcast because after the show, what we do is we publish the episode in podcast format, and also there is the YouTube channel. But the YouTube channel is from the radio, so there are all the shows there. So it's kind of fuzzy to search for the specific program that you want. That's why we want to create our own YouTube channel to be focusing on what we do and this specific space. Yeah, and that's mainly the two links that is what the ones probably shareable or more important for the people to look at the show and stuff. Yeah.
All right, brilliant. I'll make sure everything is in the show notes and all the references are there for the Catalyst proposal as well. But Alex, thank you again for joining us on the Catalyst Sprints and on the Learn Cardano podcast. It's always a pleasure to talk to you.
It's amazing to have the possibility to be here to address all the audience on your show, which is amazing, and be able to tell people in the world what we are doing, what we are aiming to do, and what our passions are, and share the amazing impact that we can do together. So thanks for having us.
Brilliant. Thank you, Alex. Little sound effect here. I'm going to try this.